Good morning, culés, and welcome to this surprise live stream Wake Up and Barca live Barcelona news coming at you from right here on the Undefeated channel. We've got a short and sweet one here for you today. I'm heading out of town. I'm going to be enjoying some vacation time, a holiday, as they say over the seas. But before I go, couldn't leave without giving you at least a little bit of a match preview. So we're going to go over lineup, we're going to go over predictions, plus some breaking news regarding Alemany and Deco. So, of course, we'll be discussing that, but that's where we're going to stop it. This one's going to be short and sweet. Buckle up. Thanks for tuning in and taking a ride. With that out of the way, let's kick things off the right way, my friends.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuning in to the Undefeated Mustache John.
All right, we got Burnsy in the house. How you doing, Eric? Good to have you in the chat as always. Ryan Scott, good morning to you, sir. Akos, good morning. Ryan Scott says, I don't have to buy Barca merch now. Soon as I get some. Ryan, you need to clear that up for me. You're making me feel like I'm going cross-eyed there, but I love you for trying. Anyway, regardless, speaking of Barca merch, if you're liking this shirt right here, Barcelona Football 1899. This is available for you. Let me turn off my intro there. Biggity boom, biggity bow. Quick promo. BarcaMerch.com. Link is in the chat. You can use code STASHSQUAD10, the number 10, for a 10% off discount with your order. If we jump over to the catalog here, you can see I'm wearing this wonderful Barcelona Football. Let's show it in white here. Barcelona Football 1899, celebrating the heritage. Here we go. We got those white away kits this season, so I figured, why not? You don't like the white? It is available in gray. If you like that a little bit more, either one, it's available. All that and more. Shirts, tank tops, sweatshirts, BarcaMerch.com. Check it out. Stash Squad 10 at checkout for your discount. Now, my friends, with that out of the way, again, good morning. Drop a like to show some love and support for the channel. If you are enjoying today's content, I do appreciate it. And of course, subscribe to the channel if you want to participate in the conversation as we jump into a match preview for Barcelona Cadiz. Right now, Barcelona, after starting things off with a draw, are down in 12th place. Cadiz opened things up with all 3 points. I believe they were at home against Alaves, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, indeed. Cadiz 1-0 win over Alaves. So Barcelona is going to be taking them on. Home opener for Barcelona. It's going to be Sunday at 1:30. Even though I'm going out of town, I will be coming back for the live. We'll be ready to go, ready for kickoff. I, of course, don't have things set up, so who knows? Maybe we'll be late, maybe we won't. Who knows? I digress. We're taking on Cadiz this Sunday. If we look back at the last couple of times we played them in La Liga, back in September of 2022, had an easy 4-0 victory. Frankie, Lewandowski, Fati, and Dembele all scoring for Barcelona. And then we played them again in February. At home this time, another comfortable 2-0 win. There's Roberto, El Capitan, and Robert Lewandowski, both scoring in the first half for this one. Previous to that, Barcelona did have some struggles during those times when we were really scraping together front lines, having Serginho Dest and others playing out of position. Cadiz gave us some fits. So, Cadiz starting off with a win, Barcelona starting off with a draw. We're trying to correct things. Cadiz are really just going to be looking for a draw in this one. So we're going to go over a lineup. We're going to go over predictions here in just a moment. First, I'm going to turn to the chat and just see how everybody's feeling, seeing how we're doing, get some hellos in. I see we got Greg in the house. Good morning to you, sir. T8 says, hello, I'm new to this channel. Well, welcome, my good friend. Let us know where you're watching from. We got culés watching from around the world. We support the badge. We support each other. That's what this channel is all about. So appreciate you having here, or appreciate you being here is how you say words in the correct order. My man, Ayush. Good morning, sir. T8 says, I think XAVI trains FERRAN well. I think he can become a very good striker because he makes good runs. His passing is good. Heading is good. The only thing he lacks is finishing, which he is getting better. Yes, very good point, T8. And I appreciate you dropping that knowledge on us in the chat there. Harry, good morning to you, sir. Not Brandon is back. Hello and welcome. All right, we got a good stash squad contingency here. I'm going to jump on over into a starting lineup for XAVI's Barcelona going up against Cadiz here. Now, Rafinha is unavailable. We talked about this. Talked about it on Monday's episode of Wake Up in Barca. Did a little match review, little analysis, little breakdown, gave you my thoughts, my opinions. We're moving on from that, okay? This is an opportunity now. This is an opportunity in particular for FERRAN Torres to step up and say, hey, hey, Dembele, get out of here. Hey, Rafinha, I know you thought you had that right wing position locked in with the departure of Dembele, but I'm here to say not so fast. He's been scoring goals in the preseason. Can he continue that form? Can he get in this starting 11 and produce for XAVI? Can he earn that trust? That is the question for FERRAN Torres. Now, it could also be an opportunity for others. Ansu Fati, Abde, Fermin Lopez, perhaps. We'll see. Here's what I think XAVI's going to start with, okay? Of course, there's going to be some changes throughout the match. I just, fingers crossed, hopefully we don't see something as boring as the first half, the first 60, 65 minutes, 70 minutes against Getafe. Need a little bit more action. Let's start with this, the starting 11 here. Beginning in the back, the trusty Ter Stegen. New hair, new attitude, #1 keeper in the world right now. If you disagree, tell me who is a better keeper in the world. Let me know down in the chat or in the comments if you're watching on replay. I say it's Ter Stegen, #1 in the world. He starts for us this Sunday against Cadiz. In front of Ter Stegen, we got Balde. By the end of the season, going to be known as the best left back in the world. Trust me, it's happening. One of my 8 bold predictions. If you missed that, go back and watch the video. It's on the channel. Araujo pushing out at right back. I know a lot of rumors about João Cancelo coming in. We're going to have to pause on that. We'll be discussing that and more next week on Wake Up in Barca. So again, make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn on notifications. You can stay up to date with all the transfer window news. We've got Christensen, we've got Koundé partnering up as the center back pairings. Maybe Eric Garcia sneaks in, but I think it's a little bit too early for that. I think we go with our strong, trusted back line. Balde, Christensen, Koundé, Araujo. In the midfield, loving what I'm seeing from Romeu. Oriol Romeu, a Barcelona product, shipped around Europe a couple of times, coming back home as a full-grown man, doing man things, showing that physicality in the midfield. You love to see it. I think his efforts get rewarded. He gets another start here in the midfield next to Frankie de Jong. Man of the match for me in last week's match against Getafe. Love what he was doing. Defensive mid, center back, box-to-box midfielder. Didn't matter. Playing in different positions throughout the match. All performing well. We're going to have Pedri on the attack there. We're going to have Lewandowski, of course, playing at the #9. Out on the wings-ish. We're going to have Gundogan, an attacking mid. He's not going to stay too wide. That's going to be Balde territory, of course. And then you got FERRAN Torres. This is the wild card. This is where we don't know if we're going to get the FERRAN Torres of the past couple of seasons, or are we going to get the FERRAN Torres of the preseason? Feeling strong, feeling confident, moving swiftly, passing directly, scoring goals. That's what we want. That's what we need from FERRAN Torres, and I think it can happen. We've got plenty of firepower on the bench. I'm talking Lamine Yamal. I'm talking Abde. I'm talking XAVI. I'm talking Ansu. I'm talking Fermin Lopez, who I'm very excited about. Very excited about. I don't think XAVI makes too many changes to the starting 11, outside of course, Rafinha being unavailable. So you throw in FERRAN Torres. I considered, do you take out a Gundogan or an Oriol Romeu and throw in an Ansu Fati on that left-hand side? Let him play a little bit underneath Lewandowski, still giving that space up the left-hand side for Balde. I was thinking about it, and that's a possibility. I'll say that's possibility #2 is Gundogan actually takes a seat. Ansu Fati comes in, but he would really sneak in underneath here, start playing underneath Lewandowski, and Balde pushes up wide. That's a possibility, okay? That is a possibility, but I'll say that's maybe plan B for XAVI. All right. Whoops, didn't mean to change the screen there. Whoopsie daisy. Whoopsie daisy. Spoiler, that's where we're going next. News from Alemany and Deco. Anyway, that's what I'm thinking for lineups. Prediction-wise, last couple times we've been opening up the scoring sheets against Cadiz. Oh, but they are sometimes a tough nut to crack. They're going to be playing defensively away from home. Barcelona's home opener here, not at the Camp Nou. I'm going to say 2-0 to Barcelona, and I'm going to say goals from Lewandowski and FERRAN Torres. Lock it in. Easy peasy. Barcelona controls the game. Lewandowski in the first half, FERRAN Torres in the second half before the 70th minute. 2-0 to Barcelona. If we get a third, it's going to be Ansu Fati off the bench. Lock it in. That's my prediction. Barcelona hosting Cadiz. I'm going 2-0, maybe 3-0. All right, I'm putting a buffer on this one. 2-0 to Barcelona. Lewandowski, FERRAN Torres. If there is a third, Ansu Fati off the bench. I'm going to turn to the chat. Let me know what you think, my friends. Predictions-wise, that's what we got. I'm going 2-0, maybe 3-0. We'll see. Ryan Scott says Ter Stegen underrated. Amen. I think not enough people are giving him his credit. Harry going with 2-0 to Barca, Gundogan and FERRAN. T8 with the 1-0 Barca win and a Romeu goal. Okay. All right. Ayush, how we doing, sir? We're just getting our predictions in before I run out of here. And I know we got some of my regulars in the house. I do appreciate you hanging out with us. This one, like I said, short, sweet episode. I got to get on the road. I got to get out of town. Before I do, I got one more piece of news for you here. A Fabrizio Romano tweet confirms it's official. Matteo Alemany will leave Barca at the end of the current transfer window in 2 weeks. He's like, y'all, I'm not in alignment with where we're going with this. I'll get you across the finish line, and then I'm out. I'm not going to be here in January. It's going to be Deco. He's been officially unveiled as the new director of football. We're going to wrap things up with the question, how do you feel about Alemany's time at Barcelona? Greatest transfer window ever last January, perhaps? Maybe. Just saying. Just saying. Or was it the transfer window before? Excuse me. Time doesn't mean anything. The transfer window before that, when we brought in Aubameyang, it was 2 transfers windows ago. Excuse me. Aubameyang, Adama Traore, Luke de Goat, whoever else. That summer and January transfer window where he was piecing things together with no money, scrapping things together. Alemany will always go down as a legend. But I am excited for Deco to take over. New vision, new direction. We'll see what happens. Either way, we will be here to discuss it. We'll be down for the ride, the good, the bad, whatever it is. We're here together. We support the badge. We support each other on this channel. One more time, I'm going to ask for you to drop a like, show some love and support for the channel. Really does help this community grow. When you drop a like, when you share it with your friends, when you leave the comments, if you're watching on replay, I do appreciate that. And I definitely appreciate everybody hanging out with me today. Like I said, short, sweet, but I'm glad you were here. Glad you're tuning in and taking a ride with me. Day in, day out. This is the start of our 5th year. And actually, I believe this is the anniversary day, if I'm not mistaken. I do believe my first post was 4 years ago, 2019, 4 years ago. So we are starting our 5th season. Wild. Can't believe that we got here, but we're here. And I'm glad you're here with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you all have a great few days, a great weekend. Again, no live on Friday. I'll be out of town, but I'll be here Sunday, my friends. So go out there and do good things. High fives and hugs for whoever wants them. Shout out to my stash mods, Harry and Ayush, for holding things down today. I do appreciate you. Kyle, Kudis, and Steve, if you're out there watching, hello. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in today. Ryan, T8, Burnsy, of course, Greg in the house. If I missed you, I apologize. Thab Yahoo, Laura is with us. That's going to be it for today, folks. I do appreciate you. Like I said, I love you very much. Thank you so much for tuning in and taking a ride. We'll see you Sunday for Barcelona Cadiz. Mwah.